The awkward 3 days between the end of the first weekend of the NCAA tournament and the start of the Sweet 16 are some of the most painful on the sports calendar. After 3 straight weeks of non-stop league championship races, conference tournament games, and big dance thrillers, we're left with nothing but ordinary television and actual interaction with other human beings. It's awful. Thankfully, the madness takes hold of us again Thursday night, and it won't let go until the Final Four is settled on Sunday. Here are 16 things you should know before fully jumping back into the madness. 1. There are no programs in this year's Sweet 16 that are appearing in the round for the first time. Loyola Chicago is breaking the longest second weekend drought, appearing in the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1985. 2. Friday's meeting between Duke and Syracuse will feature the 2 winningest men's Division I coaches in history. Between them, Mike Krzyzewski and Jim Boeheim have combined to win a whopping 2,026 games. 3. Coming from the first 4 in Dayton, Syracuse is the only team in the Sweet 16 that had to win 3 games to get there. Perhaps more impressively, the Orange were the underdog heading into all 3 of those games: Arizona State, TCU, and Michigan State. Boeheim's team is currently an 11.5-point underdog against a Duke team that it was dominated by in a 60-44 loss earlier this season. 4. None of the top 4 seeds out of the South region advanced to the Sweet 16, marking the first time in history this has happened. Number 1 seed Virginia was stunned by number 16 seed UMBC. Number 2 Cincinnati blew a 22-point lead with 11 minutes to go in a loss to number 7 seed Nevada. Number 3 seed Tennessee was beaten in the final seconds by number 11 Loyola Chicago. And no, 4 seed Arizona got the party started when it was blown out by Buffalo in the first round. 5. The biggest benefactor in the South region chaos is Kentucky, which now appears to have a highly navigable path to the Final Four. If they get there, the Wildcats will be just 2 wins away from becoming the first no. 5 seed to ever win the national title. 5 seeds have made the Final Four 6 times and played in the championship game 3 times, but they've never cut down the nets. 6 programs are appearing in the Sweet 16 for the second straight year: Kentucky, Michigan, West Virginia, Kansas, Gonzaga, and Purdue. 7 in each of the last 5 NCAA tournaments, at least one team seeded 7th or worse has won a regional title and moved on to the Final Four. 2017, no. 7 South Carolina 2016, number 10 Syracuse 2015, number 7 Michigan State 2014, number 7 Connecticut and number 8 Kentucky 2013, no. 9 Wichita State. 6 of the 16 teams left standing are seeded 7th or worse. 3 of them are in the South region. 8 and 11 seed has won in the Sweet 16 7 times in tournament history, and each time it was paired up against a number 1 seed in the Elite 8. Xavier accomplished this feat just a year ago, ultimately falling to top-seeded Gonzaga. If Loyola defeats Nevada Thursday, the Ramblers will be the first number 11 seed ever to face a non-number 1 seed in a regional final. As for the other no. 11 seed in the Sweet 16, there's some potential good news for Syracuse if it's somehow able to beat Duke in those 7 regional finals featuring no. 11 seeds, the underdog has prevailed and moved on to the Final Four 3 times: LSU in 1986, George Mason in 2006, and VCU in 2011. 9 of the 16 coaches left have been to at least one Final Four. 5 Krzyzewski, Boeheim, Bill Self, John Calipari, and Jay Wright have won national championships. 10 Big 12 Player of the Year Devonte Graham was just 10 of 31 from the field in Kansas opening weekend games against Penn and Seton Hall. The Jayhawks managed to win both, but it's hard to see them picking up 2 more victories this weekend if Graham isn't more on his game. 11 This is the 11th straight year that the Big Ten has sent multiple teams to the Sweet 16. Still, the conference is looking for its first national championship since Tom Izzo and Michigan State cut down the nets in 2000. Purdue and Michigan are both looking to end the streak of futility that is nearing 2 decades. 12 North Carolina's second-round loss to Texas A. Since Florida won the second of consecutive championships in 2007, here's how the reigning champ has fared in the NCAA tournament: 2008, Florida, missed tournament; 2009, Kansas, Sweet 162; 2010, North Carolina, missed tournament; 2011, Duke, Sweet 160 2012, Connecticut, First Round 2013, Kentucky, Missed Tournament 2014, Louisville, Sweet 160 2015, Connecticut, Missed Tournament 2016, Duke, Sweet 160 2017, Villanova, Second Round 2018, North Carolina, Second Round 13. Prior to 2013, a number 7 seed had never made the Final Four. Now, Nevada and Texas A14. Nevada played 85 minutes of basketball during the first weekend of the NCAA tournament. It led for just 4 minutes and 24 seconds in those games, while its opponents led for 76 minutes and 12 seconds. Yet Eric Musselman's team is still dancing. Nevada has actually trailed at halftime in each of its last 5 games. The Wolfpack erased a